Hey guys, welcome to today's pick a card reading. We plan on doing this every Tuesday, so if you're a fan of pick a cards, you know where to come every Tuesday. And so I've already done the readings, and as I was uploading the video, I realized that when it came to pile one, I'm having such a hard time remembering the name of this stone that I pulled up my iPad to look it up, and I had unknowingly shown my password to my iPad, and I was like, the world just doesn't need to know that stuff. So we're just gonna redo the intro. And so yeah, pick a card. Why I love pick a cards is because it kind of involves you, and you need to start following your intuition, which is what I love to teach. It's the whole purpose of everything that I do, is to teach others how to follow their own intuition. And so first off, before you pick a card, it's so important to get grounded. And the best way to get grounded, right, you really want to be present and here and totally in the now, not thinking of the past, not worried about the future, here, now. And the best way to do that is to use your breath. And so just take a deep breath, and then as you let it go, let everything melt off you. Let all the stress go, let your day go, and all that's left is you here and now. Now, when you take a second breath, what I want to imagine is you breathe all into your heart, and then as your heart comes, it goes all the way down as you exhale into the center of the earth. I want you to imagine an anchor. And so when that anchor gets to the center of the earth, I want you to hook in, right? That's where you now are empowered, right? You can't be pushed. It's like a tree with roots. No tree's gonna blow. Well, some trees blow down because they're not grounded enough. Their roots aren't established. And so when you're feeling really grounded, I want you to pull up that energy and bring it back to your heart. From here, that's where you make your decision. Just like that. It's so simple, but it brings you here, brings you now. Let's go with everything. It's just you and your intuition. So let me show you the cards that we have to choose today. So with pile one, we've got the Soul's Journey, and I always forget the name of this, apophyllite. Apophyllite. It's a very high vibrational stone. So where's the camera? About there. And so this also is apophyllite. And what I want to show is what I love about this. It doesn't really pick up well in camera, but here is the edges. It makes a little heart. Can you see that? It's like here, and it actually even has like the little groove here. So, and then on this side, it doesn't look like it, but in person you see it. And it's so perfect. It's like, wow, crystals are so cool. All right, so that's crystal pile number one. We got the Soul's Journey with the apophyllite. For pile number two, we've got the Enchanted Map with a Picasso jasper. You can just stare at this. Literally, I could tell you a whole story just from this rock, but we got cards to pull with it. And then for pile number three, with the Sacred Traveler decks, we got a labradorite. And so I hope that, oh, look at that shine. It's got it's the red and orange in it. That for me, I was like, wow, because normally you see blues and greens and yellows, but very rarely. Okay, this just shines so much that I really hope oh, see, wow. I liked it so much, I had to get two. Ah, beautiful. So labradorite kind of resembles the northern lights. And so for those who know me, I love my polar bears. And so we got little polar bear crystals. I just wanted to show you that. I didn't show them off in the last reading. Oh, they're so nice. I love polar bears so much. Getting sidetracked. All right. So guys, this is your chance to take a deep breath and decide which pile is for you. Is it pile 1 with the apophyllite, pile 2 with the Picasso jasper, or pile 3 with the labradorite? And so make your choice and we'll be back soon. Hey pile 1, welcome back. I thought that this would just be a little bit nicer so that you can see everything as I lay it out. So first, let's get a message from the apophyllite, if I'm saying it correctly. So what I'm really getting is it's showing me a highway, an information. It's almost like, and any of my Chinese medicine friends, if you can let me know, but I feel like a meridian going from my back. It's kind of almost near the back of the heart, but it's going to the brain. And they're showing me that it's an information highway and that it's all this energy is going to the brain. It's like all this insight. I don't know what meridian or energy center this is, but that's what they're showing me. That pile 1 is getting a lot of intuitive messages, downloads right now. And so apophyllite is it's a very high vibrational rock. It's very clearing. And so I think what they're showing me is that in this highway or this meridian, it was like kind of blocks. And I feel like they were kind of at the back of the heart because that's where it started. But as it clears and goes, it's just really showing a very divine channel. And so this stone, not only is it clearing, but it is very good for getting information, especially connecting to like the angelic realm, to connect to your angels. Yeah, well, that's a beautiful message. So as I said, I pre-shuffled the cards already. So let's just lay them out and see what we've got. So first card we have is service, purpose, balance, indecision in reverse. And then the final card is friendship. Okay, this is making sense. So I was pulling from the cards because I laid them all out, and then I was pulling through the cards just, you know, for me as I'm doing my reading, like what can I do to I don't know if you guys can see them all in the camera view. Yeah, anyways, I kind of pull for myself, like how can I be the best of service? And everyone I pulled was so negative. I was like, is there any good cards in here? And I do see now, yes, they're in pile 1. So right off the bat, I just want to say, like, things are going really good for you, right? And it's like, when I feel good, I can help others. Being of service, which is really about clearing, right? You have to keep clearing and clearing and clearing, because this card is the one that's standing out to me. It's the indecision, and it's in reverse. And so my first hunch was, you know, that this indecision was something that we needed to clear or work on. But now that I'm looking even closer, I see that no, you're not indecision. Like, pile 1 is just so clear. You guys are in a very healthy mind state. I feel like it's your time to go out into the world and to live your purpose, right? You are so balanced. you know what you want, and you understand that a friend is in your life for a reason. And I see that as community and coming together. I feel like this pile one is the humanitarians. They're the ones, maybe like social workers or just standing up for injustice. Like, you're the ones that maybe in the last couple years when everybody was going through panic and chaos and hard times, like you were out on the front lines helping everyone. I just see a beautiful heart. That's what you have. That's what you are. And so let's just see what we can get here. There's a lot of different layers and depth to you. I'm gonna use this because I just need to point and do things. I feel like you're very good at going within, and I think that you're also very good at having different skills, like layers. So here's where I see the going within, and here's where I see all these different layers. And by that I mean you can like go into like investments and like all those kind of hard things when it comes to like balancing money. And then you're also artistic and creative, and it's just like you've got so many talents. You've looked into so many different areas. Like your plate is, I'm seeing like a buffet, and it's almost like when I was younger, I was like, I'm only going once, fill it up all the way. And that's what, like, it's like you've learned and fine-tuned so much of your life. And so now it's time to take all these skills and to be of service. Now it's that time to have that lightheartedness, because I feel like you've been a student of life for a very long time. It's like you may be the type of group one, probably like just went to school, got a career, and then like did that career for a while, and then all of a sudden was like, I'm gonna learn this, and it could almost be like I was a banker and now I'm an esthetician and then something else. It's like you've really got so much depth and character to you that now that when you go out into society, you literally can connect to anyone because you have something in common with everyone, because you have opened your mind and learned so much. I really love that this is in reverse. It says, indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. And I feel like pile one is a very intuitive group, because I am seeing that you were at this job or something that you just put so much time, and then halfway through you got the call from spirit to go another direction. And it probably was at the time like, what, really? Like you spent forever like putting your eggs in all this basket, and you're like, well, no, like I want my eggs in all these baskets. And so I know what I am here to do. And so I'm getting up. Out of all the colors that are predominantly coming through, there's a lot of purple, a lot of crown chakra. We got a little bit of red, safety, stability. Here we got the heart, and here we got confidence. The only color that I'm not seeing in your spread is orange, which is like your passion and creativity. And I think that's what maybe these cards might come and tell you about later. Because pile one, I see that you're so smart, you're so balanced, you know so many things, but you can't be serious all the time, right? It's time to bring in that creativity and that more lighthearted. This is the light heart. And so now it's maybe even just doing something for yourself. Like you do have a purpose, you are of service to helping others. You have this beautiful support system, but what are you doing for you lately? So with that, let's see what we've got for our other cards. These ones are the enchanted map. And so I'm getting that these don't mean reverse. It just is an upside down deck. Oh my gosh. Is Wide Open Spaces a Dixie Chick song? Because that's what's coming to me in this. And it's like you've kept evolving and evolving and evolving through everything. It's time to actually, wow, okay, I'm just going to show you. So on this one, Wide Open Spaces, she's up on this mountain. There's a little butterfly up here. And then on this one, Peaks of Joy, she has jumped off that mountain. She's taken a leap of faith. She's up here in the ethers. There's still that butterfly that's guiding. So, Pile 1, I believe that you are going through a metamorphosis. I don't know if that other one showed because I really wasn't looking at the camera. But here she is on the rock, and there's a little butterfly up here whispering to her. And then here, and who's whispering? It's Spirit. And Spirit saying, take a leap of faith. Do something that brings you joy. You're going through a change, a metamorphosis. Pile 1, you've got a lot of angels talking to you. Not only did you pick the stone for the angels, this very high vibration, but you are on a mission. You are being so divinely guided that if you do have any doubt, I would knock it off. It is not time for you to be of doubt, because I really feel like you're being called for your purpose. Like, this is your purpose. You've done it for so long. And then this one just says exactly what I just said to you. If there's any doubt, I would knock it off. That's all I keep hearing. Knock it off. Knock, knock, knock. Spirit knocked and you answered the call. And it says gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. And it's like, it was shut before, and now you have this clear path. Like, you are on a beautiful journey. So, I'd love to know down in the comments if I really feel like you're the humanitarians. You're doing something for society. You're bringing fun back to things that just, were so rigid, the systems and stuff. I feel like you've, like I said, been a student of life. You've been so hard and concentrating that now it's like you actually get to do the fun things, right? It's almost like I feel like, or I'm seeing, someone who works their whole life, works. And then now is like the retirement where they've saved up all that money. And now they get to go off on adventures and go do all the fun things while they were daydreaming, while they were doing the hard work. But Spirit's just congratulating you for doing the hard work. Now, I just feel like a clear path. Don't doubt yourself at all at this time. The path is clear. And this is a clearing stone. So that's beautiful. All right. Thank you, Pile 1. If this resonated with you, could you please let me know? If you want to catch more videos, hit the subscribe button. And I want to do pick a card readings every Tuesday. So I hope to see you next week. Bye, guys. Hi, Pile 2. Here's your pick a card reading. We've got the Enchanted Map with the Picasso agate. And so right off the bat, I'm getting that you are the type, Pile 2 is the group who will color outside the lines. I'm kind of getting that you guys are the not so subtle rebels. I feel like, you learn the rules so that you can push the lines, blend the boundaries. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of hopers and dreamers and those who make their own rules. So let's see what we got here. I'm actually kind of picking up some dragon energy, and like just really ancient. um what am I saying? See, I'm feeling it, but I can't say it. And I think that that's it. I really get, especially being Picasso. Picasso is an artist, right? And I feel like you've been this in past lives, even just so talented at your skills in art and creativity, like the muses. It's like you look at life and there's just everything is awe. It's just so exciting. And this dragon energy, let's get back to that. I'm getting almost like it's so potent, it's so intense, it's so I'm seeing a red dragon and it's just staring at me, and it is so regal and like commands respect, and it's like kind of leaning up. I can't see, it's like up, and it's almost looming down, and so that's what I feel like you have this zoned in on a creative thing that you have your eye on. So let's just get into the cards, because I'm getting a lot from this rock, but it's not quite making sense to me yet. So let's check out what. Okay, pile two. Right off the bat, okay, this dragon's making sense. Oh my gosh, guys. Here's the dragon. Okay. This one is called the Dragon's Lair, and there's a red dragon right there. And I told you about him. So, sorry, now I'm just getting, sorry. Every time spirit comes in, I'll never get used to it. And I thought I would. Oh my gosh, guys. And so on this one, we've got magical map shifter, and there's a red dragon. Or is that a horse? It's a horse with wings. It's a dragon. It's a dragon, totally. I think it is supposed to be like a Trojan horse. It's a dragon. But that's what this is. So we got to start back over here. So we started off with a sad embrace. It's almost, I see, frozen. It's not, and that's why you got the red dragon. The red dragon is very passionate and fiery. It's like sparking this within you, because you have the ability to change things. You literally can create anything. You don't need to see, which goes with this card over here about the intuition was in reverse. And it's like, I'm getting pile two that you are the type of people that are a little bit more skeptical. That you're the kind of people, when it comes maybe to spirit and guides, it's like I physically need to see outside myself before I believe, kind of thing. Or, like when you see your manifestations, you gotta feel like it's coming, and that feeling, and believe. But I feel like pile two, it's like, no, I need to see. And this card is telling you, you don't need to see. You need to follow your intuition, because the more and more you try to see in this 3D world, the more and more you're missing so many things that are around you. And it's leaving you in this really sad exterior. Like, but that is ending, because here we've got 5 plus 4, 9, right? 10 is completion. But it's almost like you just gotta let that blue moon go once in a blue moon. And it's like, no, it happens so much that it's not a once in a blue moon thing. It magic happens so much around you, and you've even got this guide who wants to like just light everything on fire and like ignite that spark again, that hope, that it's almost like I just feel like you guys have been stuck and stalled and frozen Oh, we got a dragon up here too. Um, this reminds me of being frozen. We got ice, we got blue. And it's like you can call on this dragon. There's a dragon guide that wants to come and help you. And so fire dragons, I'm getting that this is an earth or fire dragon. It really wants to, it's your heart, right? I always tell people, I don't know what happened to you guys in the past, but I always say that it's almost better to be sad and hurt your heart than to shut and close your heart down. Because at least when it's hurt, you can heal from it. You know, it's still beating, it's still loving. But when you totally close off your heart, not only do you have to like do that healing and opening your heart again, but you literally have to get that door open. And sometimes when you close that door, it's so hard. And so this is where spirit's coming in. So I feel like you guys have had some tower moments. Again, it's a 9. It's almost like you always get so close to things and then it just doesn't happen. But the missing key, so okay, Stormfields is like, you know, everything was calm and beautiful before. It's just a field. But it's almost so redundant and repetitive that you miss the beauty and awe in small things because you're focused on needing to physically see things outside of yourself. And spirit's telling you, once you start to believe, then it will happen. You don't need to see. And so I feel like right now you're going through a tower moment, which tower in tarot is when everything is, you know, as it is in this tower. And then like something comes and just knocks it. And you know, usually there's a king and queen on top and they're falling out and they're like, ah. And sometimes, you know, towers are, whatever's up is now at the bottom, whatever's at the bottom is now up. It's just like everything has just been upside down. But it's not necessarily a bad thing when you're stuck, right? Sometimes towers are beautiful blessings, which is what the storm is. The storm comes and it causes all this chaos, right? And then it takes all the seeds and it blows it far and wide. So now all this area has new seeds planted everywhere. After the storm is when everything comes. So I keep saying that you're at 9, but in order for a 10 to happen, a completion, an ending of a cycle, that's where you just have to bring your guides in. Your guides are the missing key. And so I don't know if you believe in dragons, but they're not physical things here that you can see. Well, maybe a kimono dragon, bearded dragon, those kind of things, but they're very wise ascendant beings. They're very wise. And so they have leveled up from here. And so you actually can call on higher realms to come and help you. And so what this fire dragon wants to do is to come and help, like, open your heart. It just melt things. And like anything that's around you that was after this storm and this blocked ice, fight, flight, or freeze. I feel like you froze. This is coming to shake things up, warm things up, get your heart started again. There's a little heart here. This magician, he can create anything. And so, all right, pile 2, let's see what your other cards have to say. Journey by moonlight. Believe in magic, which is exactly what I've been saying. Stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. Oh, we're not going to read these in reverse because I think it's just an upside down deck. And then a great adventure to come. So . I feel like you guys have been hearing the call, right? And so that's like spirit is always kind of whispering to you to go do something. Like if it's a passion or a hobby, or you might hear call your mom, call your mom, call your mom, or something like that. Then you have to follow it because it's divine guidance. And when you step into your own power, you have this light that guides you, right? And this is saying, pile 2, that you need to take a risk and venture forward, right? Here we got flowing motion. It's no longer frozen. So the thing is you are being guided, divinely guided, that I feel like, pile 2, you're just a little bit scared. You're scared of what's going to happen. But I promise you, if you follow your niggle, or whatever, that inner pull, you're going to be blessed. When you start moving forward, that's when things will start to mix up, and that's when you create this beautiful everything. Oh, beautiful. And this is the final outcome, and it's success. And I just see this as a wheel moving, a fan. It's like, it's actually a sound I don't quite enjoy, but I was just saying the other day that there's things like, when you turn the bathroom fan on or the vacuum, like those are the sounds that are just a little annoying to me. But that's what I'm hearing from this. I'm hearing this just stirring things up in you. And so this is this is this. And it's like you're now taking your sadness and creating love. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And so pile 2, I'm getting that these sad times are only because you're holding yourself there. It's time to let that sadness go. It's time to step into your power. It's time to mix things up and go on this adventure. You've been called, and I know that the more and more you ignore this, the more and more it actually makes you sadder and you feel even more frozen. So you just have to take that leap of faith, right? Take the tiniest step. I know a lot of people, for me, they're like, how do you trust your intuition so well? And I'm like, because I took the tiniest step, and that tiny step led me here, led me here, led me here, led me here. And then I started taking bigger moves. It's not saying that you have to literally like make a 180 flip. It's just the tiniest movement. So for you, pile 2, just taking just a little bit of belief, a little bit of magic will take you so far that you're gonna realize that there's just an abundance of magic to help you and guide you, but you're not gonna physically see it. You have to open your heart and feel it. And you will be successful. You're going on a great trip. Everything will change. You're not gonna stay there. You have a dragon guide who wants to work with you. Cool. And yeah, believe in magic. Now I'm hearing the song, do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? Okay, bye guys. Actually, I just want to say, if this resonated with you, can you please hit the like button or subscribe? I plan on doing readings, pick a card readings every Tuesday. And I am so grateful that you took this time to come and visit. Bye guys. Hi pile 3. Welcome to this week's pick a card reading. We chose the labradorite. I love this stone. I have a lot of labradorite, but this one is all, oh, look at that. When I saw the red in it, that I was like, I need to buy 2 of these. I think this is my other one. Yeah. And so, wow, I wish this is so much more shiny in person. And so that's what I'm kind of getting from pile 3, is that a lot of people might just look at you like a regular, ordinary person, like everyone else, that you blend into the crowd. But deep within the exterior, you are this absolute beautiful gem. And it's like this glow is in you, and it's just so ready to come out. It's just so ready to like light up the world. And that's what I got when I saw this. I'm seeing very strong clairvoyant abilities as well. And so with that, let's get into our cards. So you guys chose the Sacred Traveler cards. And we're not going to read these in reverse because I keep picking up the decks the wrong way. Okay, pile 3. Can you see them all? This is the end? Yeah. So pile 3, I'm getting that you have been in hermit mode in the past. Right? I feel like you've locked yourself away in this tower, high up in this tower. And then what does it say? Open your spiritual source. So you've really just been isolating and only connecting to the highest of high. Like you've been on this spiritual path, this going within. And then over here, we've got it also in the distance. There's a little house up here. So that's where you are. And there's just like no paths that get anywhere near you. Like there's just this one desolate tree that, trees can grow in the most magnificent areas. And so this is the narrow path. Tread thoughtfully. And that's exactly what I feel like you've done, is you've just been doing so much introspection that you have elevated beyond even the normal. Of the normal is such a loose term. I don't mean that. You just the everyday status quo. You're like, no, I'm gonna take myself away from this. I'm just not happy with society and all their rules and implementations. And you really just cleared away. You have nothing influencing you. You are a one-man circus right now. And anybody who's even like trying to come anywhere near you, like there's just not even a path to it, because this is your path. This is your sacred destiny. And so here, as we said, it's a narrow path. You have to tread thoughtfully, and you've been doing that. Now you have this inner compass, an inner knowing. Foxes tend to be tricky. And I find that most spiritual people, right, you could be so serious, but once you kind of actually understand the answers of the universe is when you become the trickster, the playful, the whatever. It says enjoy the journey. Because truly, it doesn't matter where you're going, it is just each step of the way is... I was thinking of a TV show, and now I'm thinking of it again. But there used to be a show called The Travelers, I think. And I don't know if it's still on, but it had the guy from Will and Grace in it, the main character, and all these other people. But it was people from the future, souls come back to the present because there's something that happens in the future, and they have to come back and they need to change things and, stop something from happening. And the oldest, wisest soul goes back into the youngest guy's body. And so as you watch this show, like everyone's so, we gotta save the world, we gotta do this, and he's just like enjoying hamburgers and like just totally having fun because he is more wise than them, because he's had so much more experience. I feel like you guys have just had a lot happen to you, and I feel like this pile 3 is my old souls. These are the ones who you've done so many lifetimes, so much work, that now it's time for you to enjoy, to savor every moment, because you are living your purpose, answering the call. And what does it say? The time is now. But you know how to do it in a playful way. And so sometimes you meet a young soul. And what I mean by a young soul is just a soul that is a little bit newer. It wasn't created the same time as the beginning of existence. This came later. And so they haven't had as many incarnations and lessons. So they tend to be, young souls tend to like superficial things. They don't quite know they would never do this. Hell no. Be alone? No. I need the group. I need society. But as an old soul, the best way to kind of teach and work with them is to kind of be playful, right? They kind of talk to them in riddles and make them think. And I just see like this like little kid, young soul getting so frustrated. Like, I asked, I just need the answer. And it's like, well, no, like I could tell you the answer, but then you wouldn't get it, right? And I just see this like playful joking kind of thing. Which is wondrous universe, walk in beauty. Here we got a magician, and he's just so balanced. And I just keep getting that you guys are such old, wise souls. These are I keep getting that almost like, let's say you're like a beautiful walk-in beauty. I'm seeing like a beautiful young woman, but deep inside she feels like an old man. And so if that resonates with someone, can you please comment down below, because I don't know why I'm picking up on that, but it makes me laugh. So let's get into the next cards. Sorry, that's the end one. I didn't really read it. Dun, dun. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you guys got an extra card. This one goes with this. I didn't ruin it for me. Yes. Okay, so breaking trail. And it says a breakthrough is at hand. And so with that going is, you've been in your castle, nobody's even came close to you. You've now come up with your own plan, your own map. Like you follow your own path. You don't listen to anyone else. I feel like you now have this trickster, fun type way about you. And now it's time to go. You've been planning, you've been mapping, X marks the spot. Now it's time to go. You've got a guide, a deer here guiding you. You're very well balanced. And it's saying a breakthrough is at hand. Now it's time to carve your path, right? And so on numerology, we've got 6 cards. So really everyone was supposed to get 5. But you guys are on 6. And so in the Tree of Life, or the Kabbalah, you go 1 to 5. 5's chaos, and it's like 1's a brand new start. 5 is building it up and then breaking it down. And now 6 is almost like that new start, but it's taking those pieces back with mindfulness, because you are wise now, which I keep saying, you guys are so smart. You guys are just really old souls. And you can tell an old soul by the way that they joke and laugh, and they don't take the everyday things so seriously. And so what a little bit underlying of this, gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities it presents. And it doesn't matter what's thrown at you. Like, you can handle anything because you are so balanced. Was this the group that I said third eye? Because here I'm seeing a third eye again. I told someone that they have the gift of sight. And so group 3, I really think that it's you. I said, I can't remember. I've done a couple videos now. We're on the last one. But let's say if you don't know how clairvoyance works, I would look into it, right? A lot of the times, especially on card 2, I read into this rock and I saw a dragon come. And it's like, it's not so much you see outside yourself, but you see inside in your mind's eye. And then I flipped over the cards and there was 2 cards that had red dragon on it that I picked up. And I feel like the more and more you guys test yourself, and getting that a lot of you actually already know how to use your clairvoyance, I think you guys might, yeah. A lot of the time I say it's within, but I think some of you actually can see auras and things without people. Interesting. Somebody in group 3 who's watching this now, you are seeing things from the other side. You are seeing spirit so clear that that's cool. And I don't want to tell you where this guide is from, because you know, and this is really cool. So, wow. All right. And then here we got freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness, right? And which comes from gratitude. You don't have freedom until you actually see the lightheartedness of everything, until you're balanced and you realize that you go to your castle, you create your own thing. And then here we've got growth. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. There's a lot of people waking up and seeing. There's a lot of, this is my old soul psychic group. And so for those, I don't know how you're feeling about this, but you've done so much introspection that I'm hoping that this is a positive experience once you start to physically see things, because I'm not getting anything malicious. But if you ever need help, please reach out to me. I've got my email in the description. And if you have any questions about anything, seeing, psychic abilities, I'm here to help. This is all I care about, is empowering others, because I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. The more that you expand your consciousness, I feel like you know that you're an old soul. You are this wise person. But I think that this, for some, the abilities are so new that it's almost... These were in reverse. It's almost just like stalling it a bit. And it's like, no, I'm just going to keep on digging in this spot. But it's like, yeah, I just really want to put that out there. There is, I feel, one person who really needs a bit of help with this. And please look at my description and reach out if you have any questions. Because you do need to have boundaries when spirit can come. For a lot of you, I feel like that you already have good boundaries. And so the outcome is follow the leader. And this is all about a path. And so spirit, these guides, they really want to lead you somewhere. And what are they leading? Oh, you're leaving. I'm going up. But no, they're all going away. This is your tower, right? You were in your tower and you're now leaving, and we've got so many guides here, and it's saying follow the leader. And you are the leader, because you are blazing your own trail. And so many are just so willing to be part of your energy and go with you down this new path. Because this path, when you are going, is I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness, right? You are growing this opportunity, this empire, this abundance. I feel like I'm just missing one thing. Ah, that's it. You guys have been so alone and isolated, and I feel like my pile 3 connects more with nature. That you'd rather work with animals and the elements and the land, that you've kind of almost became hermits, right? But we need you to come back and share that knowledge, right? And that's the educator outsider in you, right? The outsider always goes away, learns new things, and then has to come back with that knowledge, right? And I see everyone just being so excited, like you're Santa Claus, like, yay, Pile 3 is back. What are they going to teach us? These young souls need you to come back, right? And that's the missing key. We need you to come back to these young souls and be the leader that you are. Okay, that's it today, Pile 3. Thank you for tuning in. This is my first pick a card. I plan on doing it every Tuesday. So if you like pick a card readings, can you please subscribe? And if this resonated with you, please hit a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if there's anything that you picked on that I didn't, because you guys are seeing things. And I could learn from you, because we need for you to come back from the tower and teach us all. All right. Bye, Pile 3. Thank you for coming.